my fellow comic book collectors, it's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part 3 of this crazy unboxing. So we got all these books that we're going to go through today. Let's see what's inside. Hopefully some good stuff. I never know, because I do buy some random books that are more modern, and then I buy some cool Golden Age, and it's always mixed up when I put it in here. So, and I don't know what's inside until I actually open up these little things. So, what it's going to be. And sometimes I forget what I order. I order, you know, you order so many things sometimes that you forget. That's not a good sign, but definitely a sign of a collector. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna. Oh, okay. Okay, this one is interesting. This is not a major book. So yeah, this is a good example of things you order where you kind of get into the FOMO experience. Well, I was watching Comic Tom, and they were mentioning series that they liked. And I think it was Fire Guy Ryan, or not Fire Guy Ryan, the other guy. One of them was mentioning that they liked the series Planetary. So I was like, oh, okay. So I saw that there was an auction for this. It had a starting bid of 99 cents. And I won it for 99 cents. So this is Planetary #1. So I don't know if it's any good, but I'll check it out and maybe it'll be interesting. So that's the first one. You know, and that's, as I said, that was just a random thing, like where you, as I said, they were just babbling about it and it sounded interesting. So maybe, who knows? I figured for 99 cents, can't really go that wrong. You know, you can't. It's not too much of a loss. I can handle a 99-cent loss if it turns out to be totally lame. Yeah, that's sometimes what happens. You get stuck with these weird books that you you wonder, why did I buy this? And hopefully that's not going to be the theme. Hopefully that's not the theme of this video. Okay, this one's actually cooler. And let me just get into this one. I forgot who it was. I was doing an interview, and we were sort of talking about books that are from IW. And ones that, so IW was a publisher that basically what they did was they bought the rights to, not even the rights, I shouldn't say rights, they didn't have any rights. They bought the publishing materials, I should say. So when a lot of these Golden Age companies went out of business, they would have like printing materials where they would, you know, have the dyes and the different material used to create the comics. And what this IW company did is basically they bought all that stuff, and without bothering getting the rights to print the stuff, they just printed it anyways, put new covers on so that they could get around you know, people noticing that they were printing other people's material. And one of the things that they created was this one. This is Danger, number 16. And the thing that's interesting about this is it had material that they bought. As I said, they bought all this printing material of these defunct companies. But some of the material that was going to get printed never got printed. You know, like let's say they went bankrupt on the 15th issue, well, the 16th issue never got it printed. Well, that's what this is. This is Danger number 16. It was, I believe, this is Miss Victory, and you know, it's a situation where they, you know, printed stuff that had never been printed before. And there was a few issues like this where IW had done that, where they printed never before published material. So I just thought this one was cool for that reason. Not an expensive book. But it is a rather cool one. So yeah, that's the story behind that. Oh, and if you watched the previous unboxing, I'm a completionist, so I like, I like getting the complete run of whatever book it is that I take interest in. And one of the ones that I took interest in was an underground comic called Teenage Horizons Shangri-La. Well, this is Teenage, oh, actually, was like, I had to censor that. These are underground comics. This is Teenage Shangri-La number 2. So I showed number 1. And these are quite rare, actually, strangely enough. And I like underground comics. I think they're interesting. That's from 1972. Some of these, a lot of the stuff that was produced in the underground movement was in reaction to the strictness of the comic code. And, a lot of it was either sexual or drug related, because those were the things that were the most regulated by the code. And, as a result, they were interesting in that respect, that they were so rebellious against the code. So I kind of think that those underground comics are very interesting and have very historical significance in terms of the development of comics and the final end to the code, which I saw as a very bad thing. I don't believe in censorship, even for material that might be offensive. I do believe in preventing kids from seeing some of that stuff, but I don't believe in censoring people's stuff. One sec here, let's see if I can get this one out. Okay, yeah. Not too bad. Oh, wow, okay. This one, I'm hoping I can clean this a little bit. This is another of these sports thrills. I showed an earlier one. This is Sports Thrills number 13. And this is an L.B. Cole cover. And it's actually got some pretty cool things going on for it, because it's got Pee Wee Reese, Jackie Robinson, and Roy Campanella. So famous, baseball players, and it's just, it's kind of a cool piece of history. But also I collect L.B. Cole, so this is just a really cool L.B. Cole book. I'm hoping that I can, use something to kind of remove this pencil on the title. I believe it is done with pencil, so it should be removable. So, yeah. But I just think I really like L.B. Cole, so this is kind of a fun one. I think it's interesting that they have all these baseball players, but the cover is is like basketball. Totally makes sense. Okay, so next one. Oh, this one is well packaged. Okay, they put a lot of... I like when they do this, where when people do this stuff, I love it. This is painter's tape, for example, which is non-sticky, but also they fold it to create these little pull tabs. I really like when people do that. I think that's just really good customer service. Okay, so okay. Oh, okay, so this was another one of, like I told you, my good friend Falco from Germany. He sends me some really great stuff where he wins contests. And this is a contest win that he had. And he won a copy of Spider-Man, which this is the what's it called? The hidden variant or something like that. This is number 7. And it's the first appearance of Spider-Boy, but it's the hidden variant where you got the Spider-Boy on the cover. I actually had this already, but it's still cool. It's cool to have a second copy of it. And we got another one that's another key. I'm just trying to remember which character it was. This is Star Wars High Republic Adventures. It's a one-shot, but I believe it's this woman up here that makes her first appearance in this comic. But people that are more familiar with the more modern Star Wars can tell me if I'm wrong or who made their first appearance in this. But this was a hot key for a little while as well. So just two big speculation books for the modern era. So it's a lot of variety in this. This is a very variety-orientated episode. And when I say variety, we got Silver Age, we got Golden Age, we got some modern spec. Well, what did we not have yet? Well, we didn't have pulps, and there's a pulp. So I do buy pulps. I buy ones with great covers. I just thought this was a great cover. And I buy ones where I can get it for a great deal. So I paid, I think it was like $10 or something like that for this one. This is from 1947. And it's just a great sci-fi cover. I think she's getting pushed out the airlock. Like it's just really crazy. And you get these spaceships fighting over here. So just fun stuff from Startling Stories from January of 1947. Okay. And now I go back into opening up things here. This one, as you can see, it's all bubble wrapped. I really need a stand. Somebody mentioned this. I need a stand where I can have like something where you can look at the books while I'm doing the other things. I really got to do that. Somebody mentioned it to me. I thought it was a great idea. But just got to figure out how to do that. Okay. This one is really well wrapped. Almost excessively wrapped. And, okay. Oh, it's a slab. I didn't realize it was a slab. It didn't feel like a slab, but it is a slab. That explains why it's been so wrapped. Okay, it's really hard to get out though. Wow. Okay. So much. It's just really wrapped. It's like, so far I've gone through about 5 postal bags that they put this in. Just to get to the slab. Okay. Wow. And it's one more after all of that. They really wrapped it. I gotta give them credit. Okay, let's see what's inside. It's one I really like. Actually, this was on one of my hot 10 lists where I talk about hottest Golden Age comics of the week. And this one was just a really cool cover that I missed out on, that I really wanted to get. So I bought it. I found somebody else that had it. This is Crime Mysteries number 11. And this is from 1954. And who's the cover artist? H.G. Kiefer. And just a really great cover. This is, so you got the police are looking for, they're sort of doing a manhunt for this bad guy. And you got this woman that's sort of like in shock. And you got the bad guy. He's just about to use a garrote or something, you know, to kill her. So yeah, it's just a really great cover. It's the Strangler cover. And it's just sort of a classic Golden Age pre-code horror cover. I just really like it. So just a really, I'm trying to, maybe I'll show it this way as well. Just a really great cover. I just really like this one. So much going on. Yeah, so I like that one. So I was pretty excited to get that. Okay, and got two more. Actually, a few more to go. Oh, that was scary. Okay, another series that I'm trying to get a complete collection of Fox. So in the past, I got a complete collection of Warren Publishing because I thought Warren Publishing was really cool. Well, another publisher that I think is really cool and produces insane stuff is Fox. And one of the series that I'm working on to get a complete run of is this one. This is Dagar the Desert Hawk. I forgot what issue number this is. They never say on the cover. I think it's like in the 20s. I think it's like 20, I'm going to guess 22 or 23. But it's just a really great one. I'm only missing like 2 or 3 issues now of the run. But it's just this great, you know, snake cover and, you know, harem girl cover. So this is Dagar the Desert Hawk. And the interiors of these are quite fun. Just very outlandish. Just fun stuff. Just over the top violence, sex, and, like, you know, well, not nudity, but you know, they really did try to push the limits of what they could get away with. So this is Dagar the Desert Hawk. Just a really great Fox Syndicate, a featured Syndicate publication. Just really awesome stuff. Okay, and okay, another underground comic. Over there. This one, I didn't realize I had to censor it. I didn't realize it had a bit of nudity. This is Space Dog. I forget what I was searching for, and I saw this one. I thought, oh my goodness, this is just really goofy looking and interesting, and it wasn't that expensive. This is like one of these underground comics. This is Space Dog. I don't know anything about it. I just thought it looked goofy, and I thought maybe, hey, it was not expensive. Why not take a look at it? This is copyright 1979, Warren Greenwood. Yeah, some underground comic. Thought it was interesting. Yeah. I don't know anything about it, so if you ask me, oh, what is it? I have no idea. But it just looked interesting. It was, again, I think it was another auction where it was like really low starting bid, and I was like, I'll just throw a bid on it. If I win it, I win it. If I don't, I don't. And that I did win it. So sometimes you find these things that you get really cheaply. One sec here, I gotta. Okay, so this one says, "Do not bend." Good sign. Okay, nice. Some more Golden Age books. This is our book, I should say. This is Airboy. And this was another auction that I won really, really cheaply. And I always saw this as being for Airboy, an iconic cover where you got the horse and it's going through this zone or whatever it is, and it's a living horse into this sort of skeleton horse, and you see his hand even turning into this skeleton thing. Airboy meets the wild horse of what? Calibra. So just really interesting cover. I always saw this as an iconic cover. Whether it is or not, I don't know. But I've seen this cover many times, and there was a really low start bid auction for it. I was like, oh, I'll put a bid on it. And you know, actually, the funny thing is I forgot that when the time was to end. So I was gonna just, you know, because I just put it, like, I always put it like a sort of entry level bid in. I don't put my max in. I just put an entry level bid in, and I was winning. But then I forgot that the auction was going to end soon. And so I went back to it thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to get outbid and I'm not going to get this cool book. Nobody outbid me, so I got this really, really affordably. So I was quite happy. So this is Airboy Comics. I forgot what issue number it is. A lot of the Airboy Comics, the numbering system is a little weird because it's like volume something, issue something. But definitely a cool book. Airboy is another one of these Golden Age books or series that is very underrated for the Golden Age. Just fairly affordable. I think with shipping and everything, I think it was like $30 to $40 that I paid for that. So not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see. I think this one will slide out. And another pulp. This one's an interesting one. It's not in the greatest shape, but that's the problem with pulps. Pulps usually kind of get, like, they're very rough. They don't they don't really last. They weren't designed to last. But this particular pulp, what happens is people really like the robot covers, and you know, pulps are the same way. The robot covers really do command a premium, and I've seen high grade versions of this book sell for over $1,000. Now this one was another auction. Again, I put in the entry level bid, and I just happened to win. And it was a very low entry bid. I think it was like $20 or something like that. And it's this one, Startling Stories. I forgot what issue number it is. And this one is in really low grade. It doesn't, you can, one of the things that kind of can go on pulps is this side edge. And this one, the side edge is completely gone. Probably why nobody bid on it is because it is such a low grade. But even in this grade, it's probably worth at least $100 or $200. But just a really great robot cover. You know, you got the damsel in distress, and this robot is like, you know, holding on to her. Yeah, just a, you know, interesting book. So Startling Stories. I forgot what issue number it is, but it's just a, yeah, just a cool pulp. So a couple pulps in this one. This is interesting. I didn't realize I had bought so many pulps. And that's it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is part 3, a little bit of variety in this one. Underground comics, pulps, Golden Age, Silver Age, lots of stuff, and a cool slab. Some pre-code horror there too. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Check out the other parts of this series. I show some pretty amazing books, and there's more to come. More to come. That's even more impressive. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks again. Bye.